Hey y'all, hey, I'm Ashley and this is for Dizzy Birds. On this channel, we use a zero-based budget, cash stuffing, and savings challenges to actually make saving fun. We have big goals to get out of debt, get ahead on our bills, and to totally transform how we think about money. If you're also ready to take control of your finances one paycheck at a time and maybe have a little fun doing it, you're in the right place. So grab your favorite drink, your favorite snack, and let's get to it. We've got some adulting to do in this video. We are going to be looking at our overview for the week of savings, saving in our emergency fund, stuffing our debt binder, and our month ahead binder in today's video. So let's get to it. Hey y'all. It's Friday for me. This probably will not go up until Saturday. I'm trying to get my debt binder videos up on Saturday. So I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. As you're watching this, to get us started, I'm going to take us into my new budgeting binder here and take us into the page that shows us what we're going to be saving this week. Now, we won't be saving all of this in today's video, but gives you an idea of what we have to look forward to. So I did get my annual bonus this past week, so I was expecting a little bit more. And when we get more, we save more. So that's why we're seeing some larger numbers this week. Just so you know, these are not typical. If it's the first time watching, these are not our typical weekly savings amounts. We are just grateful to have the extra bonus, and we are going to put it towards some of our highest priority savings goals coming up. So number one I wanted to share is that instead of the normal $50 that we are normally putting towards our emergency fund, we are going to go ahead and put $250 towards our emergency fund today. So I'm very excited about that. Typical every week, $30 into our month ahead binder, $60 into our minis, $30 into our tinies. This is always dependent on our budget, and again, because of the bonus, we're able to put $250 into the debt binder today. And we're going to get started on our Christmas savings finally this week. So we will be doing this in another video, but we will finally get to start our Christmas savings. So our total of savings challenges set aside for the week will be $620. Again, that's an awesome week of savings, not typical for us. So in today's video, as I mentioned, we're going to be doing our emergency fund, our month ahead binder, and our debt binder. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with our exciting amount that we have for our emergency fund this week. Let me find my bills here. There's 50. We're going with the fall vibe. There's 100. And there's another 100. So 250 total going into our Oh Poop challenge this week. So that means I get to color in. I didn't say have to. I get to color in 25 of these guys. So I don't think I'm going to be able to come up with enough to talk through all 25 of those. So I think I'll probably just get to coloring and fast forward you, if that's all right. 25 adorable little rainbow friends are colored in, and we are adding a lovely $250 to our very important emergency fund. So we should have 350 in here. Let's double check just to make sure. We have 350s. So in our Oh Poop, our emergency fund, 1, 2, 250, 3, 350. So we are well on our way to hitting our $1,000 goal for that. All right, we will come back to that binder here in a bit. And we can put our friends away for now. Let's go on to our month ahead binder. All right, so if you're new to the channel, you haven't seen us do this yet, this is how we are going to start saving for getting a month ahead on our most common, or at least 10 of the monthly bills that we have for our household expenses. It's not all of our outgoing household expenses, but it's 10, and where our goal is to get a month ahead on each one of them. Now, this product that I'm using here, I do offer in my shop as a digital download, and it comes with several options pre-printed that are general utility ideas, and then several blank ones in case you want to fill them in, or if I didn't hit one of the options that you needed for your month ahead binder. But how it works is each week we are setting aside $30 for our month ahead binder, and I have it set in 2s and 1s right now. So we have our prop bills that will allow us to do it that way. So we have a total of 10 envelopes in the binder, all organized from smallest to largest on the amounts, and the amount of the total envelope tells us how much each icon is. So for instance, home security here is $60. That's about a month of our home security bill. So once we have saved $60, we will be a month ahead on that one. And we're going to put $3 in this envelope here. And I'm going to get to color in an icon as well, because each icon is $3. All right. So this one now has 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. And spoiler alert, all of the envelopes are going to have the same amount in them because we have just gotten started, and so they've each gotten the same amount each week. The only difference is whether or not we get to color in an icon, and that depends on how much each icon is worth. So adding in another $3 here to lawn care. I need to get a little more organized about this. Here we go. How much do we have? We know it's 9. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And each icon on this one is $4. So we weren't able to color in one last week, but now that we have 9, we can color in one. Show a total of 8. And we are 2 icons down on lawn care. Up next is internet. All right, getting our $3 in there for a total of 9. So if we have $9 in the envelope, we do not have quite enough to color in a second icon. So each icon is $5 here. Next week, we will get to color in our next icon there. And so it goes on and on, adding the $3 to every envelope, just a little bit at a time. Now, what happens when we fully fund one of the envelopes? So once we fully fund our first envelope here, our home security, we will stop putting $3 in this, and we will add an extra $3 to this one. And so this one will start getting $6 each week until it's fully funded, and then this one, and so on and so forth. So it's like the snowball effect, but for a month ahead. So we're not going to have any more icons to color in, it doesn't look like, because we are going to have $9 in each of these, and these are $5 each. So we are not going to be coloring in a new icon there, but that's okay. All right, for subscriptions are $3, $9, making sure we're on track there. 9. And not quite another icon. Oh, look, exciting. So we haven't ever got to color in one here for electricity. Each of our icons is $9. So if we get to take our $3 here, and since we now have officially $9, we get to color in our first icon for electricity. And to be honest, I'm not sure that this amount is actually going to be a month ahead after it all averages out, but any amount saved for it is better than none. All right, same thing here, our $3 to make our 9, and guess what? Our icons are worth 9, so we get to color in an icon for the first time on this. This is our water and trash. All right. Okay, all the icon coloring in is over. Sad. That's okay. We'll get to color one on this one next time. $3 going in for a total of 9. Each icon is 10, so we are not quite enough yet to color in an icon on this one. And the worst one of the bunch, the cell phone bill. It is quite high, but it is because we have several members of our family. Our bills are all together on one. Each icon on that one is $18. All right, so we have stuffed our weekly allotment for our month ahead. Easy peasy. And we will see some good growth on this one first. And also remember that we've been doing minis and tinies, and some of our minis and tinies are allocated to go to month ahead. So if we finish any of those challenges at the end of the month, we will add that extra money in here and get a little boost into this account. All right, so month ahead is all done for this week. Now, let's see. So we've done our emergency fund, our month ahead. That leaves our very exciting trip to the debt binder. Everybody's favorite thing. It's just not a whole lot of fun to set aside money for debt, but we're making it fun by playing with our money a little bit. Again, I'm very excited to have this extra amount of money this week to put towards debt. Always feels good to have a large amount of money to put towards it, and you know, maybe it's because we get to play the games, but also maybe it's because, you know, you're just getting a little bit closer to that financial freedom the more you can get paid off. So I can tell you that I look forward to the end of the month to pay that big debt payment, and it is mostly because of the way we're doing this now with the games. I cannot say that I really look forward to paying off debt, and I know deep down we don't really enjoy it, but it definitely is a lot more fun this way. My kiddos have gotten home. They are now downstairs being loud like they tend to do, and that's okay. All right, so in our debt binder, which please, again, we have our minis and tinies. We will check at the end of the month if there's any extra that was allocated to debt. We will add that and play it before we figure out our final debt payment. So up first in our debt binder is Spellboard, which actually is here in this little one. And this comes from Brandy over Our Beautiful Budgets. We'll pull all of that out. So we have the instructions. I think we've got that one down now. We have our cards. This again was a digital download. I just printed it off and laminated it so that I can use it again. I love all of her games, so I tend to reuse them. Get our little birdie here. He's going to start here, and we're going to roll the dice and move forward. All right, we have a potion card. So our potion card here is a nice, creepy, I guess, human heart. I don't really know. And we're scratching 2 here. And that means we go to our potion card. And we get to take $2. And we get to mark in a 2 under one of these creepy hearts. And and we have another ingredient towards our potion. So the idea is that once we get all of our ingredients for this potion, then we can consider that one completed. All right, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another potion. Ooh, a mushroom. Ooh, I need that for this potion too. I love this game. It's very witchy vibes. I know it's only September, but I am full on already into the witchy vibes. I like a full 2 months for Halloween. In my mind, that's the way it should be. Okay, we're going to take this 2 back and grab a 5 for 3. We'll add a 3 to our little mushroom here. All right. Don't worry, I do have my vacuum. I'm going to be clean today. All right. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is the first time we've gotten one of these, I think. This is the crystals. We're supposed to find those on another card. All right, and what does it say? If you land on this icon, roll a die and save the amount by writing it on the spell card with that icon. 2. So we're going to do a 2. All right. $2 going into this spell card. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, these ones here tell you to do something else. Is there something that you need? Pick a potion to proceed. Pick any potion card you would like. All right, how about we grab this mushroom guy? Actually, I want to try to finish one. All right, we need one of these. This spooky bouquet of dead flowers. And for $2, what a bargain. We can have it. Love it. $2 for this one. All right, grabbing $2 and adding it here. We're making some progress. All right, rolling again. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another potion. We are just rocking and rolling. Ooh, this weird little beetle thing. These things are so creepy, but awesome. Okay, so I don't need one there. I don't need one there. I don't need one there. I do need one here. We haven't even started. We've got some potions to get put together. All right. $1 for this beetle. Again, what a bargain. I don't know what the going rate for beetles typically is, but sounds good to me. All right, $1 going in. Let's roll again. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, what do we got here? Looking forward, you may see what you'd like your future to be. Take control, it's up to you. Move anywhere on the board you'd like to be. I just want to be right here on another potion because I am trying to get some potions taken care of here. All right, so we've got some roses or something like that. Don't need it for this one. Ooh, but I do need it for this one, so that's good. All right, $2. Hope y'all had a good week. I had kind of a rough week. It wasn't terrible because everything worked out, but one of our pups got pretty sick, and I was really worried about him at the first of the week. And then I get back to work, and after that, 1, 2, 3, 4, another potion, and I gotta pay $1 to pass this little icon. I get back to work after all of that, and then I, the very next day, ended up quite sick, so was off work again, and just very ill, and couldn't do much of anything, which I hate that. Cannot handle not doing something productive. It's It's rough. But today I started out the day still feeling pretty icky, but then perked up by the middle of the day, so happy that I'm able to film with you guys. I'm filming just a little bit in advance. Friday for me. Yeah, and I thought so many videos to film this weekend, it might be nice to get a head start. So that's what I'm doing. So the week, like I said, wasn't terrible. The pup thankfully is okay. I was really worried for him. Speaking of mushrooms, he got into, we're pretty sure, got a mushroom in the backyard. I was not aware that he had. And so by the time we realized what was wrong, I was really concerned that he might have gotten toxicity from mushrooms. Mushrooms are really bad for dogs, y'all. And I just didn't even know we had any out there. So, my bad. But luckily, Rowan, the youngest of the two corgis, he's the one that got sick. He did come through just fine, and he is back to his normal, perky, peppy self. So I wrote a 5 there, but it's actually supposed to be a 3, and I caught it. See, this is what happens when you start talking. All right, do not worry. The time is near. Soon the money will appear. Save the hour the clock does show. 5 p.m. Save $5. Noon save $12. Okay, so it says 5:49. So I guess we do 5? Sure. Sounds good to me. $5. Am I just gonna keep playing this and playing this and playing? Yes, I am. I'm very big fan, and we have so much today. I want to get a lot done. All right, we got another potion here. So the pup's no longer sick. We are very happy about that. I am no longer feeling terrible, so that's good because I was worried that the weekend was going to be a bust. But it seems that I have come out on the other end of that in a good way, so that's good. Hopefully none of the kids pick up whatever it was that I had, because that'd put a damper on things, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe they won't. Fingers crossed. All right, let's go one more time. Another potion. Woohoo! All right. So yeah, a little bit of a bumpy week. But now it is over, and we have the weekend to look forward to. Okay, so this little skull guy, I need him too. We're almost done with this potion. It's kind of an expensive potion, but pretty excited. Let's see. 3, 1, 2, and 3. And so what do we have planned for this weekend? Not a whole lot. Like I said, I have several videos I plan to film. Okay, moth skull guy. And I gotta get some house cleaning done, which doesn't sound awfully fun, but I like doing it. So gotta get that done. 3 was what that was, right? Yep. Let's take 2 back and grab a 5. All right. Awesome. We are out of spell cards. We have to put them back in there. Kind of off screen here. Okay. Let's try to get around the board, and then we will call it good for today. All right, another crystal. Oh man, we're getting a lot of crystals today. All right, let's get the last one here. 1. Bargain. What a bargain. Got that crystal on sale, y'all. 2. 1, 2. Another potion. Icky beetle. Okay, we need one for this one, but let's see if there's any that we're closer on. I think we got all our beetles taken care of for this one. This one needs one. Yeah, lots of beetle needing here. Let's see how much this beetle's going to cost us. $4. And take a 1 back. Grab a 5. Perfect. All right, let's get around this board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you feeling lucky? Let's roll a die and see. If you can get an even, you leave it up to me. Times 2. If you get an odd, it means my heart's been thawed. Save the original amount. Odd is a 1, so that's $1 for me. Into our bonus here. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another potion. We are just rocking the potions. Okay. Human heart. Do we need another human heart? We do, and it will finish up this potion. So that's exciting. For $1, we finish this potion. Making a mess, but I'm gonna clean it up. Don't worry. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5. Let's put this back for a 10. All right. We'll mark our $1 here. We are done with this one. I'm not going to count it yet because I want it to be a surprise. All right. We got maybe one more roll in us. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which we need to pay $1 for passing the start. And we have one more potion for today's game. All right. Mushrooms. Silly mushrooms will make your dog sick. All right. Let's see how much this one's going to cost us. $2. Let me tell you what, if I had to take Rowan to the vet, that would have cost a lot more. But he did. He perked up by the morning and was fine. So we got lucky. Really, really lucky there. Because we do not have a very robust emergency fund yet, as you know, because you've been following along. And would really want to get a good emergency fund in place for the pups, but we don't yet. So, you know, it's just really... How much was that, guy? 2. I forgot. I'm losing track. All right, 2 for that. And we are going to call that good for our Spellbound game. Got a lot of progress on that one. This one's going to be a good save, I have a feeling. I'm going to put it all away here. All right, we are done with Spellbound for this week. A lot of great progress. Trying out a new microphone this week because last week I realized the one I had was just making terrible noises, and that's no bueno. So I got a new mic, but this is my first time and I haven't really tested it, so I'm a little anxious and I keep checking it to make sure it's not dying on me or something. So, all right, up next, Schoolyard Apocalypse from Kip and Lou. Where are you at? I think you are right here. Yes, you are. All right. So I think it's fair to say that I am quite terrible at this game. But all the same, we're going to have fun doing it. Let's see if we can do better than last week. I don't know. I don't know if we've got it in us. We've got our red marker here. We're not going to waste time. We've got 2 dice, and we have Siri here. She is going to help us keep a timer for 1 minute, and we are going to roll and try to cross off as many of the little zombies as we possibly can. All right. Hey, Siri. She doesn't want to wake up. Hey, Siri. Set a timer for 1 minute. All right. 6 and 3. 6 and 3. 3 and 6. 3 and 6. Yeah, this game is so much fun, but also so much stress. 5 and 5. And of course, depending on how you want to play it, It can be a really big save. 5, 5, 5. See, they're hard to see. You don't realize it until you get in there. 3 and 3. 3, and there's got to be another 3. 3. 2 and 4. Oh, okay. 1 and 6. Where's a 1? Where's a 1? There's a 1. Come on, 6, 6. There you are. Right, 1 and 4. 4 and 1. 3 and 5. Oh, this is so stressful. Ah, and that's time. Okay, all right. So like I was saying, depending on how you want to, how much you have to save in your budget, you can play this a couple of different ways. So you can count up all the numbers left on the zombies and save that amount. You can count the number of zombies you have left and save that amount. You can add the number and add it together. You got all kinds of options. But let's just see how many we didn't get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Wow. I think last week, what did we get? I've misplaced him. Oh, no. Last week we got 15. So we're getting worse. So we got 15 and 14. And now we got 16. So I do not have the budget that allows me to save the amount on each of these little zombies' heads. So we're going to go with 16 and call it good. And I'm happy with that. $16 going into Schoolyard Apocalypse. Check this game out if you haven't. It's Kip and Lou. It's a digital download. I've played it now 2 seasons in a row, and I just love it. Just love it. 20, 30, 35, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, and 45. All right, $45 for Schoolyard Apocalypse. And I think we'll play it again one more week. So that's fun. All right, moving on. We have Spooky Budgets cards. So all of these are outside of the binder. It's kind of weird. I keep pulling it out and then. All right, and let's see. These are the Hocus Pocus cards that we love so much. And I normally pull 2, so this time I'm going to pull 3. See what we get. All right, we've got another, the High Priestess, the Hanged Man, and the Devil. These are awesome from Spooky Budgets. This is the second year I've used these. They're laminated. They're really cool, great quality, so I was able to re-laminate them. All right, 6 for the Devil. 5 for the Hanged Man, so we're at 11. And 16 for Winifred. What do we expect? We say this every time. I'm not surprised. I don't know why. I would be surprised. All right. So 16 plus 5 is 21. And 6 is 27. So $27. And I need to make some change here. I'm going to do that. And guys, notice that I have prop dollars over here. So I can make change at any time for the amount that I need. One of the pluses. What did I say? Okay, 21 plus 6, 27. 25, 26, 27. Let's see how much we have in here so far. My boys are being so loud down there. All right. 20, 40, 60, 65, 66, 7, 8, and 9. Oh, 70. So that's $70. at $70, we could take a 10 and get those 5 and 1s back. Let's just go ahead and do that. $70 in Spooky Budgets. Good save. Now, in case you're new or you don't remember the new rules of the debt binder, so unlike other challenges, we are not going to worry about finishing out each challenge before we pull the money. We are going to pull the money in this binder at the end of every month. So if we're not done with a challenge, we will keep that challenge in there and we will just keep playing it the next month, but we will pull all the money out because it doesn't make any sense for us to leave money sitting in a binder or in an account as it is to make a debt payment. So that's how we are going to do the debt binder a little bit different. Now these are just tarot cards that I made when I was playing around with how to make cards. The Mystic Seer is $5. The Overthinker, that's me, I feel called out, is $9. These stickers do not want to scratch. What's going on with them? Alright, so we got 9 and 5 for 14 so far. And then a 6 for the Coffeeholic, also me. Also me. Alright, so that's going to make an even 20. Right? No. 14, yes, plus 6. An even 20. Alright, $20 going in. Let's see what we've got so far. Like I said, I made these cards and I don't even remember what any of them were or what the total amount was. I have no idea. 20, 40, 50, 51, 52, and 53. So $53 in my tarot card challenge. All right, up next we have Saving with Friends. We are currently working on one from Hey Kay. I have another one waiting in the wings, so I think we're going to go ahead and just see if we can't finish this one out. So that's a 3, a 4, an 8. I'm going to need my calculator. Don't judge me. 3 plus 4 plus 8. My brain power is not there today. Plus 15. So that's 15 plus 6 plus 2. So 15 plus 8. Total of 23. And this one, I don't remember. I don't think it was a freebie, but it was a digital download on her store. And I just put the stickers on it myself. So super cute. Excited to be finished with it. Let's see what else we got. If we did this right, we should have saved 60. 20, 40, 50, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. And what do you say we go ahead and put some of these back for a 20 and just have an even 60. Now, since we are not separating out the money and putting it in the save to sync, we will leave it in here. And we will start our next challenge when we get back to this binder. All right, so from my collection, we have our Crazy Bat. And we're just going to finish this one out as well. All right, so 10 plus 3 is 13. Plus 11 and 7. 10 plus 3 plus 11 plus 7 is a total of $31 going in to finish this one up. 20, 30, and 1. And let's see. We should have, it looks like this one saves us 75. All right, let's see if we did it right. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, and 75. $75 for our crazy bat, and we have another completed challenge. And technically, we should ding the bell both times because we did complete the challenges. We're just putting them back in here for our end of the month allocation. So we'll get our little bell out. 1 and 2 completed challenges. That's amazing. Amazing. All right. So what do we have left? All right, off to the 2025 in 2025. And we're going to close this up for now. We're going to count how much we have left. 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, and 92. All right, we're going to make this easy. Yeah, 10 and 10. So 20, 5, 10, 15, 20. For another 20. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. What did I do wrong? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Just counted wrong the second time. All right, so we're going to turn this into another 20 just to make it easy. We have a total of 80, 90, 92 going into our 2025. So we're going to get out our calculator here. All right. Okay. There it is. Okay, so we're going to start off with the larger one. And we're going to put $92 on the calculator. All right. And then we're going to get our 12-sided die. It's going to tell us which section we're going to. That's 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we're going to look for the largest number. And we're going to stick to the blues because I'm not going to mess it up this time. And the largest number here is 30. So I'm going to color in 30. It feels so good to have such a large amount. And even though it's not necessarily super fun to spend it on debt, it does feel good. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a scratcher for the fall. Let's see. 5 for a little pumpkin spice latte. Sounds delicious. Subtract off 5. All right, 57 left to go. All right, 4. That's here again. Another 5 for another pumpkin coffee. I probably got both of those on the same day, if you know me. 1 in the morning and 1 for an afternoon pick-me-up. Anybody else love the pumpkin coffees? Another 5. 52 left. All right, we're in number 3. Wow, we are just getting to scratch like crazy today. How fun. Oh, there's a 12. So that's a spicy scratch. Okay, we got a long way to go. It's nice to make some progress. All right, we're down to 40. 5. That's going to be here. So we have $40. Our largest one in this one is 29. Get these large ones out of the way, right? I am bound and determined to get this finished. I don't know if we will get it finished in 2025, but I really hope so. All right, so we're down to $11. Do we want to risk it, or do we want to go ahead and try to finish off some of this? There's a lot of large numbers, and there could be something larger than an 11 under there. So we're going to skip to the other. If you guys haven't seen this challenge, this is from the Almost Organized Owl, Nita. I started this back before I took my long break. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And love these challenges. Love them, love them, love them. All right, let's do 2. And let's do another 2. So just sticking 4. So we have 7 left. Number 10, 8, 9, 10. Let's do another 4. We're going to do pinks for this one. But I was bound and determined to not give up on this one, so I reprinted it and decided we're going to use it towards our debt. And that's what we're doing. All right, let's roll again. 8. That's going to be here, and we have 3 left, so let's go ahead and color in 3 there. A 2 and a 1. All right, so if we did our calculations correct, we should have spent our full $92. And since they're all going into the same envelope, there's not a whole lot of sense in separating it out. So that's why we do it that way. So 60. Wait. Oh, gosh. Losing my mind, guys. I was like, wait. So these prop dollars are great, but sometimes they like to stick together and they can be difficult to count, especially if you are, if your hands are dry. All right, so let's see how much we have in this one so far. And maybe we can condense down a little bit. All right, so we have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. Let's go ahead and trade that in. All right, so 200, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. We can trade that in. 51, 52, 53, 54. So 254 so far. Let me get a $50 bill to trade out for that. Our adorable little corgi friend. So 254 so far in our 2025s, which means we have a long way to go, but that's okay. We're going to do it. We're going to stick with it. And with that, we have spent our whole $250 towards debt. So how's this going to go? This is our first month doing this together. Well, here's the plan. So we have, I think, one more paycheck before technically the end of the month. So it's one more paycheck going towards our September bills. So on our next debt binder video, we will play. And then after that, at the end of the month, we will count up everything that we saved in here. We will pull it all and we will make that debt payment. And everything else that we save that's not going towards debt, we will also count up and make sure, that we're keeping track of all of our progress, and it will get allocated out to where it wants to go. But everything in this binder is going to get pulled out. It's sitting in a high yield savings account right now, waiting for its day at the end of the month to be given up for a debt payment. So want to be around when that happens, because we're going to have a pretty good debt payment to pay, and that's going to feel great. So all right, so that's all that I have for this video for today. In our next video, we will probably be stuffing our Christmas. That will be the next one that's going to come up. And then, of course, on Monday, we have our minis and our tinies, so you don't want to miss that either. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing if you haven't. Oh, and if you haven't already, don't forget to go to the Ko-fi shop and grab the 300 subscriber freebie that I put out, and take a look at the new memberships that I put up in the Ko-fi, because you might want to join. So until I see you next time, y'all have a good rest of the weekend. Bye.